Hi friends, and welcome to 2026. I have been absent for a little while. Oh, my little pup dog here, Maddie. She's over there sort of waiting to start begging for dinner. Okay, just trying to get things adjusted. So I think I just want to open up the records and ask what guidance they would like to bring forward in this current moment for myself, for those who resonate with me, who are listening. Hi, stepping in because I forgot to mention that if you're called and you would like to, I really invite you when I do these readings for you to also open your Akashic Records and join me and see what you get, see what comes through, because the energy is amplified when we are in the records together. It's quantum leaping. It works. I don't know. It just does, but you probably already know. So yeah. Thank you. Okay, so I'm just going to open the records and see what comes through. So what's coming through is that I'm seeing this fire burning in my throat area, and the flames and sparks are swirling around and spinning up into the sky. And it's bringing me back to when I was sitting by the fire and did a meditation on the December solstice. And what came through for me was a red dragon of passion and a white dragon of peacefulness. And they were swirling together in a circle, like blending those energies together for me. And I'm getting a speak from your passion energy, but the flame that I keep seeing is a blue color, and I just heard the words spark of joy, or carrying sparks of joy through what you are speaking about, how you're interacting with people, how you're interacting with the world in general. This is part of what is going to be felt in the energy that is going to be carried in this upcoming year of fire horse energy. And they're showing me this horse that's running and kicking up fiery sparks as they move forward. And that these sparks of passion and joy is literally what is creating the movement forward. Not just moving forward, like slowly walking, but running, doing it with, they're saying with emphasis, with, it kind of gives me like jazz hands. Sorry, that's a little bit of a personal joke, but jazz hands. It's not even like the silly little trot. Like, we're going to want to truly let our passions move us forward. And they're also saying, like, feeling the unbridled joy that can bring us. I'm being reminded of, I was in the car maybe 2 weeks ago listening to the radio, and randomly the song Wildfire came on, and I think it's from the 70s. And I've always loved that song, and I've always loved horses, and I grew up with horses off and on. But there's something about that song that has always made me a little bit emotional, and I felt like this knowing drop in that there are other people out there that have this strong emotional attachment to that song, and it is related to this year. And like this year of being a year that we're finally able to let our fiery passions that really truly relate to our authenticity burst forth in a way that hasn't been expressed before. And it does feel like in some ways it's going to bring sort of these moments of overwhelming emotional joy, of being in that moment of, it's like, I can't believe that this is real, that I've found this thing that I'm doing that I love so much, or this situation that I have so much gratitude for, or these people that I appreciate. And then there's also this undertone of, just like in the song, you know, there's an undertone of sadness and loss, but it's like this passion coming forward is going to help us move through a lot of grief processes that we may not be fully done grieving, or losses that we've had. It will feel like we're finally able to sort of let that cycle complete. Is that the right words? I'm even getting like embodying can't say that, embodying grief in a way that actually can turn into passion and deep love for what we're experiencing, even if it isn't joyful. Okay, sorry. It felt kind of hard to get out. Is there anything else about that? I'm feeling a ton of energy in my third eye chakra, pineal gland. It's almost feeling like a beacon signal that's being sent out. It's kind of a little bit of a throbbing sensation. And I'm just asking, what is this energy? What is the beacon that's being, or what is the message in the beacon or the energy that's being sent out? Okay, the beacon, it's like, it's bringing me back to, it's bringing me to the idea of, it's almost like, I want to say like a soldier, but it's not a soldier. I think it's called step competition. And it can be very militaristic in how it's done, but it's, you know, performed in a dance, but there's a lot of synchronization with the movements, and it's almost like people dancing and creating this drumming sensation with how they're stomping their feet and clapping their hands and moving together. And it's like that, and it's us being in that energy of being synchronized and precise, but also like there's an energy to people who are performing step that they are very in some ways they can often come across as very serious and a little bit like mean, or like the what am I trying to say? It's similar to the Maori indigenous dances and songs that they do. I'm just thinking of the New Zealand rugby team, that the power and the strength of their performance like sends out an energy of, this is who I am, this is what I'm doing, here I am, I'm going to be seen. And it's just like that constant boom, boom, boom. And it's like the people around you cannot help but notice that powerful energy that you are projecting out into the world unapologetically. And it's not that you have to be, this serious person or be super serious about what you're doing or what you're passionate about, but it's just that energy is so focused that it comes into this potency that others around you really can't help but feel. I just wanted to go back to the message that they gave me about 3i Atlas and solstice and sort of like the chaotic energy that I'm showing was sort of sprinkled in and deposited. And they're showing me like, salt that you sprinkle around. It's kind of still being deposited. They're wanting me to say, and I'm sort of myself wanting to say that, like, as a reminder, the way it was sort of described, or how I described it before, was like some people feel this energy of like, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. And it can be a lot less subtle than that, but me personally, like, I did get a little caught up in that chaotic energy this last month with my mom moving and being in the same house with that and trying to live around constant clutter and feeling like I needed to be packing or cleaning or organizing or doing something like almost all day every day, and not get caught up in that need or even that need to please, and feel like if I wasn't doing that I wasn't sort of earning my keep. And I know that my body in the last week or so has gone into this mode of, nope, we're resting. We're done. Like, we need a break from all of this. And it's been hard for me to come into that rest mode and some days not do anything, some days only do a little bit, and at the end of the day say to myself, you've done enough, you did enough, it was just right. I'm kind of getting the sensation of like hands on my back and my head, and kind of how you would do a kid that, you're trying to just like gently rub their back and soothe them. And I feel like that is the energy that my guides are offering me and you right now, of wanting us to feel soothed and supported by them, and also know that they, even if it's in the background and we can't feel it, like, they are there comforting us through these times. Now I just feel like I saw like a team of guides and angels like get in a circle around me, sort of like a football huddle, and like we kind of like put our heads down, and just a gentle reminder that we're all in this together. Like, we are a team, even though, we're the only ones here on this physical plane. We have a team around us supporting us. They're kind of wanting to remind us that because we are a team, like, I don't need to feel like I have to do everything, right? Like, if I'm in the position of quarterback and I'm throwing the ball, I don't need to feel like I'm going to have to run down the field as soon as I throw the ball and also catch it. So I think what they're asking me to remind people, and myself, especially myself, is if there's something that we need help doing, ask a member of our spirit team to help take care of that for us. It's like someone asks you, hey, can you go wash my car? And you're like, I really don't want to wash your car. And so you ask someone on your spirit team, hey, can you take care of that request for me? And like open it up to the universe to bring a solution in so that you don't have to do that. It's like they're saying like they want to be in some ways acknowledged, but also asked for these roles, like ask for these roles and responsibilities. I'm asking, I'm kind of, there's a little bit of a battle in my head about like, okay, well, if I if I don't want to pay my bill on something, I don't think does it work like that? So there's a little bit of my ego coming in about something like, oh, you just got this surprise $55 bill that, I probably don't really want to pay. And it's sort of assigning a guide to find that extra money for us. Okay, they're wanting me to bring in what's been coming in differently for me as far as when I ask for something to be done, it's more like take on the energy of I command it to be so, and so it is. And I was doing a meditation the other day, and it was a guided meditation. And when we were being asked to call these things into our life, or saying like, I want this, I put that sort of demand or that energy like in my heart space, and I imagined myself with holding this big staff or stick and saying, I want this, or this is mine. And I felt literally within my heart like the energy like shake coming out. Like I had just slammed that stick on the ground and felt the reverberation from that spreading from the center of my chest out into the ethers. And to be honest, I can't even remember at this moment what I put out into the world. So it's going to be a surprise to me when it comes back as well. Okay. I feel like I want to end here. So I just want to see if there's a closing message. Anything else that they would like to bring through. They're showing me they're kind of going back to that energy of that beacon call that's being sent out from my third eye. And it's like, as that is energetically happening, I feel like I'm laying in this body of water, and my body is just completely relaxed, and I'm just feeling the soft ripples of that energy moving out, into the world. And it's this very dark pool of water, and it's like my physical body, like doing this not only relaxes my physical body, but like it invites that relaxation to not hold stress around how things are going to happen, or even when things are going to happen. It's giving me that, like, as we send these ripples out of, what we're passionate about, we will feel when something returns to us, and I see my body can feel like the ripples are not going back, like something has returned to me, and now I need to stand up and take action in this pool of water. And it's just such a simple, easeful thing, and I'm just like, okay, now I'm gonna go do this thing that needs to be done, because I received the message. It came back to me, the energy came back to me to have movement on this now, whatever this is related to my passion. And it's just gonna feel very natural and a lot more easeful, intuitive, they even say, like having the body be in this relaxed state around it. When the messages come in, it's easy to put the physical energy towards what needs to be done. Okay. I think that's all that we're going to talk about today. So thank you for joining Maddie and I. Still napping it out. We will see you next time, I hope. Bye, and happy 2026. Welcome.